When we think of ancient empires, names like Rome, Greece, and Egypt dominate our imagination. Their stories are everywhere, etched in stone, taught in schools, and celebrated in popular culture. But what if I told you there was another empire, just as vast and even more progressive, whose story is often overlooked? This is the story of the Persian Empire. At its height, it was the largest the world had ever seen, stretching from the Balkans to the Indus Valley. But Persia's legacy isn't just about size or military power. It's about revolutionary ideas, governance, human rights, and cultural tolerance. The Persians ruled not just with the sword, but with respect for the diverse peoples they governed. So why is Persia so often cast as the villain in history? Much of what we know comes from their rivals, especially the Greeks, who painted them as the other. Today we peel back the myths and explore the real Persian Empire, its visionary leaders, magnificent cities, and groundbreaking contributions. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a rediscovery of a legacy hidden in plain sight. Prepare to meet the Persian Empire as you've never seen it before. The Achaemenid Persian Empire once ruled nearly half the world's population. From Iran it spanned 3 continents: Egypt, Mesopotamia, Anatolia, India, and beyond. Managing such diversity required more than conquest. It demanded organization. The Persians built the Royal Road, a 600-mile highway connecting the empire, enabling messages to cross in just 7 days. This network fueled trade, rapid troop movement, and tight central control. Administratively, the empire was divided into provinces or satrapies, each with a governor, military general, and secretary, all reporting to the king. This system of checks and balances discouraged rebellion and corruption. The Persian Empire was a model of efficiency, not just a patchwork of conquered lands. Its wealth and power came from unity, not oppression. The real strength of Persia was its vision, a realm where diverse cultures could coexist and thrive. This was the foundation of their enduring legacy. Persia's greatness lay in its ability to build, connect, and govern on a scale the world had never seen. And it all began with a leader who changed the rules of empire. At the heart of Persia's story is Cyrus the Great, founder of the Achaemenid Empire. Unlike other conquerors, Cyrus was known as a liberator. When he took Babylon in 539 BCE, he entered peacefully and forbade looting. His proclamation, preserved on the Cyrus cylinder, is often called the world's first charter of human rights. He freed enslaved peoples, including the Jews, and allowed them to return home and rebuild their temples. Cyrus's approach was revolutionary: respect local customs, win loyalty, and rule by consent, not fear. He presented himself as a legitimate successor, not a foreign invader. This minimized resistance and created a stable, lasting empire. Even the Bible and Greek historians praised him as an ideal ruler. Cyrus proved that strength could come from diversity and humane leadership. His legacy is a reminder that progressive rule is not a modern invention. It's an ancient ideal, embodied by the first Persian king. If Cyrus was the mind of Persia, Persepolis was its heart. Founded by Darius the Great, Persepolis was a ceremonial city designed to awe. Built on a massive stone terrace, its grand halls and staircases were adorned with carvings of delegates from across the empire, bringing gifts in peace. Persepolis symbolized Persia's multicultural ideal, a union of diverse peoples under one ruler. For nearly 2 centuries, it was the glittering center of Persian power and culture. But in 330 BCE, Alexander the Great conquered and burned Persepolis, erasing its splendor. Some say it was revenge, others a political statement. The destruction silenced a vibrant cultural center, and left Persia's story to be told by its conquerors. Yet the ruins of Persepolis still whisper of an empire built on unity and vision. Its legacy endures, even in ashes. Persian innovation went far beyond roads and armies. Their Qanat system, underground channels, brought water to arid lands, turning deserts into fertile oases. They pioneered standardized taxation, replacing arbitrary tribute with fair, predictable levies. This fiscal stability funded infrastructure and prosperity. Most remarkably, Persians promoted religious freedom, allowing subjects to worship as they chose. This policy fostered peace among diverse communities, and set Persia apart from later intolerant empires. The Persians were not just conquerors, they were builders, engineers, and administrators. Their practical genius shaped a stable, progressive society. These achievements are the true foundation of the Persian legacy. Hollywood often paints Persia as the villain, decadent, tyrannical, and monstrous. This stereotype, rooted in Greek propaganda, distorts a complex reality. The real Persian Empire was a model of tolerance and effective governance. Its rulers pioneered religious freedom and valued diversity. Art from Persepolis shows partnership, not domination. The Greeks, seeking to define themselves against Persia, cast them as the other, a narrative that stuck for centuries. Challenging these stereotypes means looking beyond old stories to the evidence. Persia was not a monolith but a vibrant multicultural civilization. Its true story is far richer and more relevant than the myths. We credit Athens with inventing democracy, but Persia's governance was also groundbreaking. The satrapy system divided the empire into provinces, each with local autonomy under a central king. Satraps, often local nobles, managed regional affairs, balancing unity with diversity. Persia established a universal legal code, royal judges, and a fair legal environment. This allowed commerce and daily life to flourish under predictable laws. While not democratic, Persia offered freedom from chaos and oppression. Some scholars see echoes of Persian ideas in later political thought, even in Plato's ideal state. Persia proved that a vast, diverse empire could be governed humanely and effectively. Much of what we know about Persia comes from Greek writers, Herodotus, Xenophon, and others. Their accounts, shaped by rivalry, cast Persia as the antagonist in a grand East versus West drama. This narrative became the foundation of Western history, overshadowing Persia's achievements. Few Persian records survive. The destruction of Persepolis erased much of their own story. We're left piecing together their legacy from ruins and the words of their enemies. To understand Persia, we must read between the lines, question old biases, and listen to the evidence. Only then can we appreciate the true complexity of this forgotten empire. History isn't just what's written, it's what survives. And Persia's real story is waiting to be rediscovered. The Persian Empire's legacy lives on, woven into our modern world. The idea of human rights, first seen on the Cyrus cylinder, echoes in today's laws. Persian innovations, bureaucracy, postal systems, standardized currency, became models for later empires. Their vision of a multi-ethnic, tolerant state remains relevant in our globalized age. Even our language carries Persian traces: paradise, magic, bazaar. Zoroastrian ideas influence Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Rediscovering Persia's achievements inspires us to seek a more just, humane world. The echoes of Persia are all around us, if we choose to listen.
This was Beyond the Shadows. If you found yourself questioning the official version of history, subscribe. Share your theory in the comments. And remember, the truth is never where they say it is.